What if I told you that right now, today, you could start a legitimate business from your garage, your backyard, or your truck? What if I said that within weeks, you could be earning thousands of dollars monthly without needing a business degree, without needing a storefront, without needing employees? The only thing you need is the right machine. Today, I'm showing you 10 portable machines, 10 different paths to income, 10 ways that ordinary people, just like you, are building real, sustainable businesses. Some generate $2,000 monthly. Others generate $10,000. One particular machine is so simple and so profitable that it could literally be your first business. Stay until the end because the final machine might just be the one that changes your financial trajectory forever. Let's begin. Machine 1. Industrial Pressure Washer, the most underrated moneymaker. Start here. This is where most people should begin. Think about everything you see when you drive through your neighborhood. Dirty facades, grimy sidewalks, stained parking lots, blackened driveways, mold-covered fences, green-tinged patios that haven't been cleaned in years. Every single one of those represents money waiting to be collected. The industrial pressure washer is simple. You connect it to water, you plug it in, you point it. Everything becomes clean. Dirt dissolves, stains vanish, years of accumulated grime disappears in minutes. Here's why this machine should be your first consideration. The barrier to entry is ridiculously low. A professional-grade pressure washer costs between $300 and $500. That's it. Compare that to other businesses requiring thousands of dollars in inventory or licensing. The market is enormous. Property owners desperately want their buildings cleaned but don't want to do it themselves. Commercial spaces need regular maintenance. Municipalities contract out cleaning work. Apartment complexes need pressure washing quarterly. The pricing is straightforward. You charge between 50 cents and $2 per square meter depending on difficulty and local market rates. A typical commercial facade is 100 to 300 square meters. One job pays between $100 and $600. The work takes 2 to 4 hours maximum. Here's what's critical to understand. This business has natural recurring income built in. A client who gets their building cleaned once will need it cleaned again, quarterly, seasonally, annually. You're not hunting new customers constantly. Customers return. How much can you realistically earn? Work 20 days monthly, complete 1 to 3 projects per day. Each project generates $100 to $300 profit after expenses. That's between $2,000 and $5,000 monthly working part-time. The machine pays for itself in your first week of work. But wait, there's more depth to this business than surface cleaning. You can offer specialized services, gutter cleaning, graffiti removal, mold remediation, deck restoration, parking lot cleaning. Each service variation increases your hourly rate and attracts different customer segments. This machine generates more immediate income with lower investment than almost anything else on this list. It's why many successful home-based entrepreneurs start here. Machine 2. Hydraulic Log Splitter. Consistent demand, premium pricing. Transition from services to a different kind of service, fuel production. Winter comes. People need firewood. This is not optional. This is not a luxury. This is essential heating fuel. But cutting firewood manually is dangerous, exhausting, and slow. A single person with a chainsaw and axe can process maybe 2 to 3 cords weekly. It's brutal work.
The hydraulic log splitter changes everything. Place a log, press a button, the machine splits it cleanly and safely. Move to the next log, repeat. What's your business model? You purchase raw logs. You process them into firewood. You sell ready-to-burn cordwood to homeowners, restaurants with fireplaces, luxury resorts, and seasonal vacation rentals. The numbers are compelling. 1 cord of firewood costs you approximately $50 to $80 in raw materials. You can sell that same cord for $150 to $250 depending on wood type and season. The machine costs between $500 and $1,000. You also need minimal additional equipment, a truck for transport, a tarp, a place to store inventory. How much can you produce? Working 40 hours weekly, you can process and prepare between 10 and 15 cords. At an average selling price of $180 per cord, that's between $1,800 and $2,700 in weekly revenue. Your material costs are roughly 40%. Your profit margin is between $1,000 and $1,600 weekly. Monthly, between $4,000 and $6,000. And here's the seasonal advantage. Demand peaks in autumn and winter. During high season, you can earn double or triple your base monthly income. Some operators literally work 10 months building inventory and 2 months selling during peak season. The business has longevity. You're not dependent on trends or social media algorithms. You're selling a fundamental need: heat. Firewood demand never disappears. Machine 3. Vibratory compactor plate. Foundation work commands premium rates. Now we're entering skilled trades, specialized work, higher income potential. Every construction project starts with a foundation. Every foundation must be perfectly compacted. Soil must be dense, must be level, must be stable enough to support structures for decades. Manual compaction is inconsistent and unreliable. The vibratory compactor plate generates thousands of vibrations per minute, progressively compacting soil to exact specifications. Your business model? You contract with construction companies and individual property owners for soil preparation work. Patios require compacted base layers. New driveways need proper
Foundation. Deck construction requires stable ground preparation. Small roads need professional compaction. The pricing structure is straightforward. Charge between $40 and $60 per square meter, depending on location and difficulty. Let's do actual math. An average residential patio is 50 square meters. At $50 per square meter, that's $2,500 for a single project. How long does the work take? 2 to 3 hours maximum. A skilled operator can complete 2 to 3 projects weekly. That's $5,000 to $7,500 weekly. Monthly income, between $20,000 and $30,000. The investment, between $400 and $800 for the machine. Here's what makes this especially powerful. Once you own the equipment, you become specialized. Few people have this machine. Few people understand soil compaction. You've created scarcity. Scarcity justifies premium pricing. The market is constant. Construction never stops. Property owners always need foundation work. The demand is predictable and recurring. Many successful operators of this machine also offer related services: base layer installation, drainage solutions, grading work. They bundle services together, increasing project value and customer dependency. Machine 4. Mini excavator with operator. Precision work in tight spaces. This is where the income really starts climbing. This is where being a skilled operator becomes extremely valuable. Small excavators do what large excavators cannot. They fit into residential properties, narrow alleyways, and confined spaces. Yet they retain enough power to accomplish serious earth-moving work. Your market includes irrigation system installation, underground utility placement, foundation trenching, landscape grading, small pond installation, garden bed creation, terrain modification. Customers need these services regularly. They can't use large equipment. They can't do it manually. They specifically need skilled operation of compact machinery. The business model is hourly contracting, you and your machine. You charge $75 to $150 per hour, depending on complexity and local rates. How many billable hours monthly? If you work 20 days monthly, 8 hours daily, that's 160 hours at $100 average hourly rate. That's $16,000 monthly gross revenue. Subtract fuel, maintenance, occasional repairs, and perhaps one employee if you eventually get a second machine, your actual monthly profit is between $8,000 and $12,000. The machine investment is substantial, $15,000 to $25,000, depending on model and condition. But here's the calculation. Monthly profit of $10,000 means the machine pays for itself in roughly 2.5 months. Then everything is profit. What makes this especially profitable? As your reputation grows, you can increase rates. Experienced operators in competitive markets charge $150 to $200 per hour. Each $5 hourly increase represents an additional $800 monthly profit. This machine requires training and skill, which creates a barrier to entry. Fewer people can operate it, means less competition and higher rates. Machine 5. Commercial brush chipper or mulcher, double revenue streams. Storm aftermath leaves broken branches everywhere. Trees need trimming. Landscaping generates debris constantly. Most of this organic material becomes landfill, waste, nothing. But you have a commercial brush chipper. You see those branches not as waste, but as raw material with actual market value. Your business operates in 2 directions simultaneously. First direction, you charge for the chipping service itself. Contact property owners, landscaping companies, municipalities managing storm cleanup. Charge $50 to $70 per hour. They pay you to remove their problem.
Second direction. You sell the mulch you just created. Bag it, brand it, sell it for $5 to $10 per bag. A single day's chipping produces 20 to 30 bags. That's $100 to $300 in additional revenue. 1 project's 2 income streams. Let's calculate. Work 25 hours monthly in chipping services at $60 hourly equals $1,500. Produce and sell roughly 50 bags at $7 each equals $350. Total, $1,850 monthly, and that's conservative. The machine costs $500 to $1,000. Your first month of work nearly pays for it completely. What scales this business? Develop relationships with landscaping companies who generate regular debris. Get contracts with municipalities for seasonal cleanup. Establish bulk mulch sales to nurseries and garden centers. Some operators scale this by acquiring a second machine and hiring an operator, effectively doubling revenue while maintaining management position. Machine 6. Motorized power cultivator. Urban farming boom creates demand. Suddenly, everyone wants a garden. Urban agriculture is booming. Raised beds, in-ground gardens, vegetable production in suburban settings. But soil preparation is back-breaking work. Digging, turning, aerating, mixing nutrients. The motorized cultivator does it in minutes what takes humans hours. Your service? Professional soil preparation for urban farms and vegetable gardens. People want their soil perfect before planting. This is non-negotiable. Pricing? Between $5 and $15 per square meter, depending on local rates and soil condition severity. Market potential? A city block might have 50 properties with garden aspirations. Each property has a 30 to 50 square meter garden space. That's significant market density. How much monthly income? Prepare 100 to 150 square meters weekly. At $10 average per square meter, that's $100 to $1,500 weekly. Monthly, $4,000 to $6,000. The machine costs $300 to $500. What extends the income? Offer soil amendment services. Offer compost integration. Offer mulching. Each additional service increases project value and customer satisfaction, generating referrals. The market is expanding, not contracting. More people discover urban farming annually. Demand grows steadily. Machine 7. Rock drilling machine. Specialized skill, specialized compensation. Construction requires specific expertise. Fence post installation in rocky terrain. Concrete foundation drilling. Anchor bolt installation. Manual drilling through rock is exhausting, time-consuming, and produces inconsistent results. The pneumatic rock drill changes everything. Your value proposition? You arrive with specialized equipment. You perform work that's otherwise impossible or prohibitively expensive. Work that would take humans many hours takes minutes. Pricing, $40 to $60 per hole, or alternatively, $50 to $80 per hour. Market: contractors, landscapers, fence installers, foundation companies, agricultural operations, property owners with challenging terrain projects. How much realistic income? Work 30 hours monthly. Average 20 holes drilled at $50 each equals $1,000. Or work at hourly rates, 30 hours at $60 equals $1,800. That's between $1,500 and $1,800 monthly for 30 hours of work, just over $50 hourly, which is respectable for part-time specialized work. Machine investment, $50 to $350. Some basic models cost as little as $50. What makes this valuable? Specialized equipment creates pricing power. Customers can't do this themselves. They need you. They'll pay what you ask because the alternative is paying much more to major contractors.
Machine 8, motorized sprayer or atomizer. Recurring revenue relationships. Pest control, disease management, disinfection, environmental sanitization. These are services that never stop being needed. Restaurants need regular pest management. Farms need crop protection. Schools need disinfection. Landscaped properties need maintenance spraying. The motorized sprayer delivers liquid solutions across large areas efficiently and professionally. Your business model: contract pest management and property maintenance. Regular weekly or monthly visits. Recurring revenue from the same clients. Pricing: $100 to $300 per service visit, depending on property size and complexity. If you secure 10 regular clients on monthly contracts, that's $1,000 to $3,000 monthly recurring revenue. Minimal marketing needed. Clients are pre-sold. They expect you monthly. Investment: $200 to $400 for the machine. Here's what makes this exceptional. Recurring revenue is the holy grail of business. Customers return predictably. You plan resources around known income. This business naturally generates stable, predictable monthly revenue. Scale this by adding an employee and expanding routes. 2 machines, 2 operators, 40 to 50 regular clients. Monthly revenue becomes $10,000 plus with you managing operations. Machine 9, wire fence manufacturing machine. Move from services to manufacturing. This represents a significant shift. We're transitioning from services to actual product manufacturing. With this machine, operating from a garage, warehouse, or small workshop, you manufacture wire fencing. You buy spools of steel wire. The machine twists them together, adds spacing, creates finished fence sections or continuous rolls. Your market: contractors needing fence materials, farmers requiring livestock containment, construction companies, hardware retailers, individual property owners for specialty projects. The machine costs $3,000 to $6,000 initially. This is a larger investment, but the scale is different. Production capacity: 50 to 100 meters of finished fencing daily, depending on machine configuration and operator skill. Pricing: $15 to $30 per meter, depending on wire gauge and market conditions. Let's calculate. 50 meters daily times 20 production days monthly equals 1,000 meters. At $20 average per meter, that's $20,000 monthly revenue. Material costs are roughly 50% of selling price, so profit before overhead is approximately $10,000 monthly. Add operational costs, electricity, maintenance, storage space, perhaps 1 employee if you scale. Net profit between $6,000 and $8,000 monthly. This machine represents a business that actually produces inventory. You can sell locally, you can sell online. You can build relationships with contractors for ongoing supply contracts. Machine 10, mini dumper truck. When access matters, income scales. Large trucks cannot access many locations: residential backyards, narrow alleyways, inside buildings, small construction sites. The mini dumper truck solves this problem completely. It fits everywhere large equipment cannot, yet moves serious quantities of material. Your services: material transport in confined spaces, construction debris removal, soil transportation,
sand and gravel delivery, garden bed material installation, renovation cleanup. Pricing: charge per load or alternatively per hour of service. Between $150 and $250 per load is typical, or $60 to $100 per hour. Market saturation is minimal because most competitors use large trucks. Your small truck serves underserved market segments. How much income? 5 loads weekly at $200 each equals $1,000 weekly. Monthly, $4,000. Machine investment between $2,000 and $4,000 depending on condition and capabilities. The business model scales. Buy a second truck, hire an operator, run both trucks simultaneously. Revenue doubles. Eventually hire 2 employees, running 3 trucks, and you're managing a $15,000 to $20,000 monthly business. This machine is efficient because it solves a real problem. Customers specifically needed for situations where alternatives don't exist. There's no workaround. They need your truck or the project doesn't happen. Understanding the complete picture. You've now seen 10 different machines, 10 different business models, 10 different income sources. Notice the pattern. Early machines, pressure washer, log splitter, require low investment and generate moderate income quickly. Middle machines, cultivator, sprayer, build recurring revenue relationships. Later machines, mini excavator, mini dumper truck, require higher investment but generate substantial income. There's also a progression. Some people start with a pressure washer earning $2,000 monthly. As confidence and capital grow, they add a cultivator, then a sprayer, building a portfolio of services and machines. Successful operators often run multiple machines simultaneously, a pressure washer generating $2,000 monthly, a sprayer generating $3,000 recurring revenue, a cultivator adding $1,500 monthly seasonal income, combined $6,500 monthly from 3 machines totaling roughly $1,500 investment. Or they specialize: 1 machine, deep expertise, premium pricing. A mini excavator operator developing reputation and expertise can charge $150 to $200 per hour as their reputation builds. Realistic timeline to profitability. Week 1, buy your first machine, maybe $300 to $500. Week 2, complete your first projects, maybe $500 to $1,000 in income. Week 3 and 4, establish pricing, gain confidence, complete more projects, income $1,500 to $2,500. Month 2, month 1's revenue reinvested in better marketing, expanding service area, maybe buying supplies for a second service, income $2,000 to $4,000. Month 3, system refined, clients refer you, income begins compounding, $3,000 to $5,000. 6 months, you have established service territory, regular clients, predictable monthly income, between $4,000 and $8,000 monthly. 1 year, you're considering expanding, perhaps adding a second machine, perhaps hiring an operator, perhaps focusing on most profitable service only. 2 years, many successful operators at this stage are running $15,000 to $25,000 monthly businesses, some generating 6-figure annual income. It doesn't happen overnight, but it happens faster than almost any other business model. The investment perspective. Notice that all these machines cost between $300 and $25,000. None requires venture capital. None requires a business loan if you start small. None requires extensive licensing or credentials. Compare that to traditional businesses. A restaurant requiring $250,000 to $500,000. A storefront retail requiring $50,000 to $100,000 up front. These machines are accessible. The barrier to entry is real but surmountable. A pressure washer costs $400. If you complete 4 pressure washing projects in month 1, you've already paid for it twice over and earned $1,500 profit. Which machine resonates with you? Do you prefer service-based income, like pressure washer or sprayer, where you build client relationships and recurring revenue? These generate money immediately and relatively predictably. Do you prefer skilled trades, like excavator or rock drill, where specialized expertise justifies premium pricing? These require training but generate higher hourly income. Do you prefer manufacturing-based models, wire fence machine, where you create inventory and build inventory-based business? These scale but require upfront investment and business management. Most people successfully start with machines in the $300 to $800 range: pressure washer, log splitter, cultivator, sprayer. These generate immediate income, build confidence, and provide capital for expanding into more expensive equipment. You now understand the complete picture: 10 different paths, 10 different machines, 10 legitimate ways to build real business income from your home or garage. The knowledge exists, the machines exist, the market exists, the demand is proven and measurable. The only missing ingredient is action. Pick one, the one that excites you, the one that matches your interests, your location, your available capital. Research it, understand it completely. Make the investment. Complete your first project. If you're honest with yourself, within 3 months, you'll know whether this is viable for you. If viable, you expand. If not viable, you pivot to a different machine. But nothing happens until you begin. Subscribe for more business content. Follow for updates on specific machine recommendations for your region. Comment with which machine interests you most. Let me know which path you're choosing. Your next profitable business starts today. Are you ready to start it?